you were gonna hear me for real. I don't have my mic plugged up. But anyways, good morning. It's Saturday morning. It's not as early as I would like to be going out to this hike, but it's early still. I think it's currently like 9 something. It's 9:28, which is kind of late for me to be heading out to this hike. Well, I'm going on a hike, guys. It's the first hike of the year, and I thought, okay, let me record it. Actually, I'm gonna put my mic on because I feel like I'm gonna be yelling, and I don't want that. I don't want to yell. All right, we live and direct with the mic, just making sure y'all hear me properly. But like I was saying, we're about to head to the first hike of the year, and the weather is actually perfect for a hike. It's supposed to rain a little later. I thought it would be raining right now, honestly, but it's supposed to rain. The rain is pushed back, whatever. Can't trust the weather reports. It's gonna start raining in the afternoon, later in the afternoon, which is great, so I can get the hike out the way without any rain. But it's about like 70 degrees, and I think this is the perfect weather for a hike. I have on a sweatshirt because it's like 60-ish, right? So there's still a bit of cool, even though I could be out here in just my sweatshirt, still a little bit of coolness. But when it gets warm, which it's going to get as I'm climbing, because the hike is really intense, I always sweat. I'm gonna take a layer off, you know what I mean? So it's perfect weather for that. I don't like to go hiking when it's too humid, too hot, when the sun is blaring, you know, and that's why, again, getting to your hike before the sun really peaks is really, really a good deal, you know what I mean? So again, ideally, I like to get to this hike around 10 o'clock, latest 10:30, which is what we're pushing right now. So hopefully we'll get there at least before 11, finish the hike by like noon or 1. Another reason to get to this hike on time, I'm talking to y'all like I'm not running late. Another reason to get to this hike on time is parking. Parking is usually ridiculous at this trail. So a couple components in general to know if this is your first hike, if you're about to go on a hike, if you're thinking of going on a hike, plan out your route. Make sure you go early because other nature lovers are going to be there. Other people who want to get their stuff done early. I like a hike where it's not too many people. Some people like the activity. I guess move on your preference. But my tip is to get to the hike at a good time, earlier time, so that you can either find parking or be able to enjoy the trail without too much noise. So we're about to be on our way. It's about an hour drive out northwest. I think that's where it's located. Who knows? We're going to Mount Tammany, Delaware Water Gap, one of my favorite hikes. It's so intense. And yeah, let's ride out. I'm gonna try and record us as we go, but I also need my GPS, so you might not see me on the ride there. But all right, guys, see you guys when I get there. Don't mind the overcast on my skin. I know I might look a little white. I might be wearing down right now, but when I turned this camera on, I felt like I look a little white. I have on sunscreen today, so yeah, I use Neutrogena sunscreen, the SPF 50, and the cast is definitely present, you know what I mean? Some sunscreens, you won't see that cast, but on this one, there's definitely cast, and yeah, it's looking like Casper. But anyways, see you guys when we get there. We're about, I want to say 30 minutes out. And yeah, I can't wait to get on the trail. I'm feeling better. You know, I only had like, I want to say 3 good hours of sleep. Not even. Yeah, we have to merge. Whoa, daddy. Yeah, not even 3 good hours of sleep. Like I got back to my house around 2-ish last night. Not even, like after 2. It was 3 o'clock by the time I got in the bed. It was 3 o'clock by the time I got in the bed, definitely. And I passed out. So I didn't even do my nighttime routine, nothing. I passed out. Passed out. Straight on my bed. But it was like after 3. So I woke up this morning at 7:30. Been up since 7:30. feeling better as the drive goes on. I was exhausted this morning. I took my time though, I'll tell you that much. That's why I'm quote unquote going a little later to this hike. Hope you guys can hear me, by the way. Because I don't have my mic on, of course, true Denzel. But yeah, it's pretty much a straight drive, and which I love. Like, there's not too much turns and twists and stuff like that. Still crazy ass drivers though. I'll tell you that much for free. But I know once I start my hike too, I'll feel much better. I know after this hike I'm gonna want to crash though, which I'm not complaining about. You know, usually for hikes I bring along, I really hope y'all can hear me. Usually for hikes I bring along some fruit to eat after the hike. Obviously water, I have my water, but I'm actually gonna go check my homeboy who's a chef, and at this restaurant he works at for brunch. So that's why I was like, yeah, no need for me to essentially bring fruit because I'm not gonna eat it. You know. Made it to Mount Tammany. Made it up the mountain. Took us about an hour. We got here around. I want to pray that there's no mosquitoes, but there might be thing I need to feel. I need to know I need to put peppers. Keeping when it's getting sticky. But yeah. But I don't have lights right now. Yeah, my lights. It's all types of shit flying around. Anywho, I'm about to start this hike. I'm ready. It's gonna be intense. I'm ready. I'm going to show you what I brought on this hike with me. Of course, there's my tripod so I can capture shit. You know, it's not the most important, but it's important for this experience. There's my other tripod. Can never have too many tripods. All right, let's go through it, right? So I have my personables, which I'm actually going to take with me. It's lotion, you know, my cards, money, whatever. IDs, my personals, that's what I bring. I also have 2 bottles of water because your girl can drink. I get thirsty up there. I want to be able to have excess, especially when it comes to water, instead of less. So I brought, you can either take 2 or the normal size or take a big one, but it's good to have a lot of water. A lot of people are arriving and I don't love it. I really don't love it. But whatever, let's get back. So I have my camera because I never know. I didn't intend on taking pictures this hike, but I don't know if I'm gonna need to. You know what I mean? Or, oh, that's crazy. You were on this whole time? Oh no. See the craziness? Let's see where the batteries are because it's crazy. Okay, batteries. Yeah, that's pretty much it. That's all I need for this hike. It's good to have a nice pair of hiking boots. It might seem like an insignificant thing that you can just wear sneakers, but what I've learned is that boots and sneakers are not built the same. The boots that I have on are Columbia boots, and they were specifically like made for hiking, from what I read. You know what I mean? So I got them, and they have been, every hike that I've been on, they've offered a lot of ankle. I was like, let me just record this way. They offered a lot of ankle support because the rocks, when you slip on a rock, which is no matter how you know, careful you are, you might hit a rock and it's like, oh shit, slip. Pesky bugs. So it's really good for that, for your ankles not to rotate. It's also really great for the rocks when you hit them with your toes. There's a lot of toe support, not cushion necessarily, but like support just in case you were to like kick a rock by mistake. Like, you know, you didn't lift your leg high enough, you kick a rock. It's perfect for that. Because with sneakers, they have more of a softer toe. And so when you kick that rock, your toe is like impacted more significantly than, you know, if you, had more protection on your toes, right? All right, so we are ready to roll. The book bag definitely, with all the equipment in there, it definitely adds some essence of weight. But, you know, I believe that makes my hike a little bit more intense, which I enjoy. And so I don't mind it really. I really don't mind the extra weight. It's